Good evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas welcoming you to the Mexico City Plaza here in Mexico City for tonight's main event. 6 rounds of heavyweight action. This should be a really good matchup here tonight. All that energy that we saw, it almost boiled over at the weigh-in yesterday. Now it gets to explode here in the ring.
From Obregon, Antonio Chavez.
Remember, guys, obey my commands at all times. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch him up.
Everybody's been waiting for these two to meet up. Now they do, as round 1 is underway. He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. That's a good job by Bishop offensively. Landing his combinations is a key to victory tonight. And he ties up on the inside. The trainer of Andre Bishop was talking about the fact that, hey, this is a different beast fighting in the heavyweight division. He wants him to block some of these big blows. Oh, what an uppercut. Chavez is not just loading up. He's landing combination punches like he did right there. Well, let's talk about what kind of a fight this could end up being, because as far as we see it, both guys are really committed to the cause here. They want each other.
Hey, look, the old times would say these guys are harder to miss than they are to hit.
I like the angle that Andre Bishop just gave us right there. His opponent didn't like the result. Antonio Chavez's spin. What a big shot. He just fought the other guy's fight, and now it's not his fight at all. He is down.
No, he should have been on the inside. He pulled out into a world of trouble, a world of punches.
I give him a lot of credit for even getting up from that knockdown, but he still has to impress and move forward here.
Yeah, I applaud him. I give him credit, but I also recognize that he's in good shape. That's one of the reasons he got up.
Now hugging on the inside. Solid hook upstairs.
Let's go.
Antonio Chavez is on the bad end of a flush, solid hook. Goes up top with the right hand.
Just like that, just like that.
When a high stamina fighter is fighting another guy who's very well conditioned, is there any tendency for maybe some doubts to creep into his mind?
Yeah, there always are. Because you always want to have the edge. We're human beings. Boxers are no different. They want to say they have a little edge in that area. But they need to know that this is exactly what they're ready to do.
Start of a new round. Chavez is making it look like the start of a fresh fighter. Remember, he was stunned in that last round, but Teddy, he looks fully recovered now.
Well, it tells me two things. One, he has good genetics. He recovers fast, you know, physically. But it also tells me he had a good camp. He came here in great shape, and he's getting the benefit of that right now.
What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Andre Bishop. Teddy, he did a smart thing right there. Just created enough space and then landed the counterpunch.
Looked like the will of the wisps, the old great Willie Pep. Made him miss, made him pay.
Bishop's probably thinking to himself that he found an early answer. The counterpunch doing damage here.
And his opponent's thinking, what the heck am I doing? Am I shadow boxing? Because I'm not finding nothing. But I tell you, if I am shadow boxing, that shadow, it has a little bit of a punch. It's hitting me back.
A huge hook to the body by Andre Bishop. Well, he's trying to keep up a heck of a work rate here. Chavez is punching himself out at this point.
Yeah, and that's not the worst part of it. The worst part of it is going to be if his opponent notices.
Both men digging in with uppercuts. And now a well-placed hook to the head. Chavez's left landing well. I think Bishop scored really well there. He just damaged his opponent with that power shot upstairs. Oh, a devastating power punch by Chavez. Antonio Chavez is crushed by a huge uppercut.
You know what I need you to do?
Very good, productive round from Andre Bishop. He can build off of that.
Yes, he can, and he will build off of it because you could see his confidence is mounting round by round.
And a sharp counter punch by Andre Bishop. Like the way he was able to hook to the gut there. Bishop's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. Antonio Chavez's defense penetrated by a well-targeted uppercut. That's a hook right to the flank. Do you see any way in which he can take his opponent's aggression and turn it against him?
Yeah, the perfect way. I mean, boxing 101, counterpunching. You got a guy coming at you, no better way than to change his mind. Make him miss, make him pay.
Very accurate two-punch combo by Andre Bishop. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Andre Bishop. 90 seconds to go here in this round. Bishop's combination punching is working well here. Well-targeted counter punch by Andre Bishop.
Keep moving.
Sending shots to the midsection.
Move those feet. That's it.
Last 10 seconds of round number 3. Chavez has got something to think about now. He just threw a punch and had one coming right back at him. His opponent scored well with the counter. And we are underway for what is the second half of this fight. Who knows what we're in store for? Andre Bishop's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. He just gave his opponent a really good taste of how fast his hand speed is.
Yeah, you know, a lot of times we talk about power, and we see that power, you know, can damage a guy right away, obviously, and it can intimidate an opponent. But hand speed can do the same thing, and I think it's intimidating right now to his opponent. He's afraid to let that jab go because he might get counted with one of those.
Seemingly in control, and now maybe out of control after getting hit there.
But what you just said, Joe, that is really what's the enemy of his right now is nothing was coming at him. He was winning too easily. And for a minute, he let up. And bang!
Combination to the head. Andre Bishop just passed a very tough test. No doubt about it that he was hurt. Now there's no doubt that he will fight on. What a big-time power punch. Big shot he just scored with. And once again, he goes down. The question is, can he rise up again?
Brian Kenny back here on Friday Night Fights. Big pay-per-view this past weekend. Isaac Frost defending his heavyweight title again, stopping Reggie Stewart in 2 rounds for his 14th successful title defense. Promoter D.L. McQueen has begun touting Frost as one of, if not the greatest champions of all time. That seems a bit premature, but there's no arguing with Frost's record. Undefeated, all his wins coming by knockout. Quite a feat. In other news, can former middleweight contender Andre Bishop make a comeback after spending more than 5 years in prison? And can he do it as a heavyweight? It's one of the more fascinating stories in sports. We'll, of course, have the latest for you here on Friday Night Fights.
The The Mexico City Plaza here in Mexico City is home to our boxing card tonight and is headlined by a heavyweight clash. Good evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas with you ringside. This is just the second fight at heavyweight for the former middleweight prospect, the American Andre Bishop. Tonight, Bishop will face Raul Castillo. So round one is underway between Bishop and Castillo. We'll give you something to look for. At least what we've been hearing out of the Bishop camp is that they're very conscious of the body punching of Castillo. So look for Bishop to try to defend that well.
Keep your distance.
He clinches when he gets to the inside. The trainer of Andre Bishop was talking about the fact that, hey, this is a different beast fighting in the heavyweight division. He wants him to block some of these big blows. Good step back, counter punch there.
Beautiful.
Clinching his opponent. Nobody likes to see that. Well, we've been waiting all week to call this one. Teddy, what kind of fight are you expecting?
Well, the kind of guys that they get insulted if you miss them, Joe.
A clean, big hook to the head by Andre Bishop. The other day when we were talking to Andre Bishop, he said to have success in this fight, I have to land combinations. He landed a good one there. Halfway through round number one, he comes with the straight right hand.
Teddy, what do you look for early on when you're analyzing a fight of two power punchers facing off against each other that gives you a clue as to which way this is going?
Who's doing the little things a little bit better? Who's using the jab? Who's controlling range? Hey, who's thinking better?
Bishop's right hand scores well that time.
So he decides to go downstairs early on, and I think he'll be happy with that decision later on.
Well, it tells you that he's a well-prepared fighter.
Big, big shot comes crashing home. Teddy, he goes down, and he was on the outside where he doesn't like to be.
Where he shouldn't be, and he paid a price.
Castillo's going to have to pull himself together here. Now, he beat the count, but still a lot of work to do.
Yeah, a lot of work because he doesn't have the benefit of his legs. Can't move around there wobbly right now. So what he's got to do is grab on a little bit and walk. Walk to the rope, kill some time, make the referee come in between you and break you.
He's got to find a way to get through the early goings here of this round. Remember, he did not see that right hand at all. He may want to tie up. Raul Castillo's just being swarmed. He just got stunned. He got absolutely nailed. Blocks a shot and then does nicely to work on his own. What a hook to the head by Andre Bishop. Oh, a big shot comes home for him. This is going to take some guts to get up from this. Once again, he goes down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Down he goes. Now up he gets.
And if he wants to stay up, he's going to have to grab on, kill a little time.
That's what I want to see.
Halfway through round number two. To the head he goes with a left hand. Andre Bishop has always had a knack for that. I love the way Andre will look for that uppercut and then deliver it. Trying to erode away that body with the combination punching. Andre Bishop needs to get away from these body shots. He is taking a lot of punishment from Castillo. Like a sledgehammer, that uppercut by Andre Bishop. Good scoring counter punch by Andre Bishop. Oh, veteran move, counter shot to the head. Bishop's committed to that counter-punching very early on here in this fight, and that can pay off as the night continues.
Well, it's paying off right now because you see that his opponent now is getting a little worried about letting his hands go, because every time he does, he doesn't find anything, and he finds something coming back at him.
And we come to the end of the round. Bishop's doing well, sticking to a game plan on the outside. And oh, what a good, strong uppercut by Castillo. Good combination to the body. Well placed, straight right hand. And he stays downstairs. Targeting a left hand down low. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Andre Bishop. That's a big hook by Andre Bishop that time. His opponent felt it. Nice strike after catching one by Castillo. Teddy, what would you recommend based on what we're seeing here?
Well, 2 aspirin and then go, oh no, actually I would say a little counter-punching would be just what the doctor ordered.
That's a better prescription for him. And just grabbing onto his opponent. Zoning in on that gut combination punch downstairs. Takes a step back, then the counter punch by Andre Bishop.
Very similar to what you see Floyd Mayweather do. You know, make a miss, pull that shoulder back, and then come right back with the counter.
Right hand downstairs. You can actually see how heavy Bishop is breathing right now. He's desperate to get some air into those lungs.
He better close that mouth before he's desperate to get his jaw wired.
Final 10 seconds. Teddy, I'll tell you what I like out of that round from Andre Bishop. It's a building block. He has a lot to look forward to the rest of this fight now.
Yeah, it's confidence, gives him a little momentum, and it also shows you his amateur background. I mean, he showed you that he can do things inside and outside. Hundreds of amateur fights will teach you that.
Castillo's going to think about the next time he throws a punch because he just got hit by a good, solid counter. Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching. Able to bring the hook down low. Blocks that belt line well. Andre Bishop. Raul Castillo's been hurt. He got rocked. He just got rocked, and he's still taking punches.
The only way right now is to grab on a little bit, stop this flow.
Castillo's doing a poor job. There's no other way to really say it. I mean, he's sitting there trying to stay committed to being a counterpuncher, but in the meantime, the fight is getting away from him in a big way.
Yeah, he needs a plan B right now. You know, he came in with plan A, Joe, but plan B is what he needs. He has to find another way to create offense. He's not going to be able to do it countering on the back end.
Look at that combination by Andre Bishop. Banking away a body shot with the right hand. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Super two-punch combo by Andre Bishop. That is a big right hand after eating one himself. And round 4 comes to an end. Another round, will it go in another one-way direction? It's been a one-sided fight so far tonight. Andre Bishop so dangerous with that accuracy, a two-punch combination landing.
Back to the body.
punches in the clinch. Andre Bishop is using his legs as a form of defense now against Castillo. He's moving on the outside, just staying away. Did you see that? Oh, that's a big shot. Raul Castillo's hurt. He's down and hurt. Can he beat the count?
Right now, he's thinking about another line of employment.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So the heavyweight version of Andre Bishop is just as powerful as the middleweight version we used to know. A knockout victory now. He earns it over Raul Castillo.
Mexico City was a big success. People are talking about Andre Bishop again. Welcome back.
It feels good to be back. Thanks, Megan, for everything.
I know Franco and my father set you up. I can't prove it, but I know it. You wouldn't do something like that. I know what kind of man you are. And I know what kind of man my father is.
You know, it doesn't even matter anymore. I did the time.
It matters to me, Andre.
So what now?
We gotta get you cleaned up.
Well, will you look at this, huh? You don't look like a bum no more.
Thanks, Gus.
Hey, thank me later. Let's get to work. Come on. Come on. Nice work, Megan.
You too, Gus.
Big step up, kid. This next guy is a legit top 20 heavyweight. Now, people still think that you can't hang with the big guys. They think that you're just a blown-up middleweight. Well, I say, fuck them. People say that I'm just maybe a crazy old man. And if you think about it, maybe they're right. Maybe I am just a crazy old man. But you know something? It isn't what people think, Andre. In boxing, it's about what you know. What you know in your gut. What you know in your heart. And I know in my heart, you got what it takes. And I know in your heart, you know you got what it takes. When you come right down to it, all that matters is heart.
Well, this could be a major hurdle to overcome for Andre Bishop. Look at this replay. I believe this is where he hurts that right hand.
All right, kid, how you doing?
Right hands, bro.
Are you sure?
Oh, yeah.
What do you want to do?
Use my left.
It's all about heart, kid. It's all about heart. And a good stiff left jab.
Here's what you should be looking for here at the start of round number 2. How much is Andre Bishop using that right hand? Because it appeared that he severely injured it, if not broke it there in that first round.
Well, one of the things he has to do, Joe, is make sure that nobody other than us knows that he hurt that hand. He's got to go out there and not show his opponent that that's bothering him. Use the left hand, maybe every once in a while fake like you're going to throw the right hand so your opponent doesn't know, doesn't take advantage of that fact.
And look at how much he's favoring things now, utilizing the left hand much more. Andre Bishop not coming with that typical right hand power we're used to seeing. You remember when Andre Bishop was a good, hard-charging middleweight prospect? He was a great combination puncher. That's what he's doing now as a heavyweight here. Solid hook. Halfway through this round here, he's showing what a skilled fighter he is with the counterpunch.
Well, the old timers used to say, when you're calm in there, when you're in control in there, you can make him do what you want. He made him tie his shoelaces right there.
Nice work, the left hand to the head. Oh, nice job by Andre Bishop there landing that jab. Right on the mark with the hook up top. Nice block by Andre Bishop. And there's the left hand working well for him again. Oh, what a hook by Andre Bishop. Just 10 seconds to go here in the second round. Johnson's now feeling the after effects of being rocked by a huge hook to the head.
You can throw him off.
Very good, productive round from Andre Bishop. He can build off of that.
Yes, he can, and he will build off of it because you could see his confidence is mounting round by round.
Comes right back at him with a left hand.
Well, his opponent is opening up and coming forward, so I would think there's some opportunities that exist.
Yeah, I think some counterpunching opportunities. Opportunities not on the front end, but on the back end.
And Andre Bishop doing more work with that left hand. Johnson's got to be feeling the sting of that big, powerful hook. He comes back with the left hand again. Johnson's nose is cut, and you can see that it's worsening as this round goes on.
Don't walk into his punches.
Really solid left hand by Andre Bishop. That's exactly what his corner wants him to do. Coming to the halfway point of this third round.
Finish with the hook.
Andre Bishop's doing a nice job being comfortable on the outside. And makes that nice right angle on that hook upstairs. Good job with another left hand. That's a good job by Bishop offensively. Landing his combinations is a key to victory tonight. This is what Andre Bishop talked to us about. He said if I could target any one punch, it's going to be that big hook. Well, hit the target that time. Meldrick Johnson's right in the way of that hook to the head. Oh, that had to hurt. Well-placed hook. Johnson's inability to get away from his opponent's left hand is so evident.
And it's going to stay that way if he doesn't change something. He needs to move the other direction, away from that punch.
Solid left hand to the head. And this round comes to an end. Back to action here at the start of this round, which is just part of what has been a very evenly fought fight. One of those fights that's going to be very hard to score. How about that counter shot to the head?
That's what I want to see.
And now another left.
Keep your head moving.
A huge uppercut by Andre Bishop. Turns over that hook and he does damage upstairs. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. There's another left hand from him. Here's a moment here as you see the step back counter punch where you realize this is the sweet science, not just some raw savagery swinging out there.
Look at the little subtleties here, Joe. What he does is he forces them into a position to stop the punch. And then when he stops, steps back, makes a miss, and comes right back.
Bishop's showing us a great display of one of the best elements of defense, Teddy, and that is your ability to make your man miss by moving your head.
And now what his opponent has to do is he has to understand, hopefully he's been taught this, that yeah, the head moves, but the body doesn't. The body is stationary right in front of you. Right now his opponent should not be going to that head. He should be going downstairs.
10 seconds to go in the fourth. Johnson's left working well that time. And the bell rings, signifying the end of the round. And here's a little insight we're getting from our ringside researcher. He says that Andre Bishop actually had a previous injury to that damaged right hand. And get this, Teddy, it happened during his prison term. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. He has his target. He lands a straight right. A well-placed left hand up top. Good job. It was sudden, it was fast, it was direct by Johnson. He's committed to that left hand, and it's working out. Halfway into round number 5 here. And you can see he wanted to do that as he holds on there. Johnson's probably going about this the wrong way. He is not having success as an infighter.
And if he doesn't, he's losing the fight because he's not going to win it on the outside.
Good double jab by Andre Bishop. And there's the left hand working well for him again. Now he places that hook right to the body. Bishop is being smart on the outside. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Meldrick Johnson. Good accurate hook by Johnson. And now we got a fight. He fires back a right hand of his own. Carisi's game plan being executed perfectly by Andre Bishop in that last round. He has a lot of momentum.
Yeah, now when he gets back to the corner, of course, Gus only has to tell him, keep doing what you're doing. But a guy like Gus, he'll remind him, hey, it starts with the jab, always fundamentals.
How about that hook by Andre Bishop? He comes back with the left hand again. We overheard the corner of Andre Bishop earlier saying to look for the uppercut. That time, he found it, he saw it, he gave it. Johnson's gone into a defensive shell, but that shell has cracks in it.
Yeah, it does, and the reason why it's getting cracked is because his opponent is confident that with those earmuffs on, you know, going into that peekaboo defense that he is, he knows he's handcuffed, so he's putting together 3, 4, 5 punches where normally he would only throw 1 or 2, worried something's going to come back.
Reaching the halfway point of round number 6. The big hook comes in right underneath the elbow. And banging away he goes. Oh, he doesn't look good. He just went down, and not the way he wanted it to go.
Guy standing on the outside, Joe. He shouldn't be standing there. The old timers would say, take a walk around the block.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Johnson's back up, but is he back in the fight?
We're going to find out in a second whether or not he moves his head. Now, if he just stands there straight and you're the trainer, you better get up on those steps and stop it. He's not right.
Good job with another left hand. You watch this kind of an effort tonight by Andre Bishop, and you completely understand why his trainer, Gus Carisi, says the things he says about him.
Yeah, and you understand why he thinks he will be a star. Not just a champion, but a guy who will draw crowds. And I'm not surprised, or at least I wouldn't be surprised if he's not in the corner right now telling him, go out there and close the show.
Bishop's done a good job there, offensively scoring with that left hand. undoubtedly the most effective element of his entire arsenal tonight is his jab. He's so committed to fighting on the outside. He's jabbing away beautifully.
Well, Cus D'Amato used to tell me, Teddy, when you're in doubt, jab. Well, this fighter, when he's been in doubt, he's jabbed. When he's been short with some, he's jabbed. As you said, he's made a jab fest of this all night long.
Up top with the quick hook.
Double up your punches.
You're not focusing. Move your head.
And now another left.
There you go.
That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Andre Bishop.
Jump on. Nice. Keep that head moving.
There's another left hand from him.
Pace yourself.
Nice work blocking that, and then an uppercut of his own.
You're still not moving. Come on, kid. Focus.
Don't let him get to you.
It has been a very consistent night by Andre Bishop. He has built up a lead on the scorecards, and nothing but good praise coming from trainer Gus Carisi.
And he has such a cushion. Don't be shocked. It happens in this business, believe me. If his trainer doesn't tell him, you know what? Work with him a little bit. Don't get careless, but work on things. Carry him a little bit. Get some rounds.
Johnson's throwing a lot of punches right here, but not a lot of them are landing.
And that can be very discouraging to the guy who's throwing him because he's working, but he's starting to get a little frustrated, a little concerned that he's not doing damage, as you said.
Trying to chop that wood with that hook to the body. Johnson's gassed. You just look at him. His opponent can see it clear as day. He doesn't have much left.
No, he's got to go back to his childhood. What I mean by that is he got to play a game of improv. You know, charades, where you make believe that you're something. He's got to make believe that he's a piece of Velcro. And he's got to jump all over his opponent and hold on to him until the referee forces him to let go.
Oh, what an exchange. Good solid shots with the combo downstairs. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Good flush shot by Andre Bishop. He's committed to that left hand, and it's working out. Good biting, snapping shot by Andre Bishop. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Meldrick Johnson. There's the hook by Andre Bishop. That was well scored. That was a dominating performance tonight.
Yeah, this is one you would think there's no drama in the reading of the scorecards.
Let's hear those scorecards and send it up to the ring. Bishop.
What do you think of Andre Bishop as a challenger?
I think you're an idiot for asking me that question. You get paid to do this? It's your first show? Challenger. I think it'll be a challenge not to kill Andre Bishop. Little Andre can't even throw a punch without breaking his hand.
Those were Isaac Frost's words just a few short months ago after Andre Bishop apparently hurt his hand in a fight right here on ESPN. After only taking a short break to let the hand mend, Andre Bishop back in action tonight against heavyweight contender Reggie Stewart. Many are interested to see if the injury will have lingering effects on Bishop. in what should be a very entertaining heavyweight matchup. Let's go back ringside to Joe and Teddy.
Boardwalk Hall here in Atlantic City, the next stop for the heavyweight career of one Andre Bishop.
How's it feel?
Feels good. Feels real good.
Good. Because you gotta knock this guy out with him. It's time to show the world that Andre Bishop is as good as Neil.
Bishop's making his way to the ring now, and he looks very focused for this fight.
I never show signs of fatigue or turn tired, because I'm the definition of tragedy turned triumph. This David and Goliath, I made it to the eye of the storm, feeling torn like they cut me to the lions. Before my time start to wind down like the Mayans, I show them how I got the grind down like the Zions.
Stewart's ring walk, he just exudes confidence, carrying himself like a champion. Boardwalk Hall here in Atlantic City, the next stop for the heavyweight career of one Andre Bishop. This, his first fight since breaking his right hand against a very game Meldrick Johnson. Tonight, Bishop faces Reggie Stewart. Gus Carisi, the trainer for Bishop, assures us that he's better than ever, that the right hand is not a factor.
I'm not going to call his trainer a liar, but trainers have been known to bend the truth a little bit. Obviously, if his hand wasn't right, he's not going to let anybody know. He doesn't want anybody to take advantage of that fact. But fact is, it should be fine. It's been tested already in gym workouts.
The trainer of Andre Bishop was talking about the fact that, hey, this is a different beast fighting in the heavyweight division. He wants him to block some of these big blows. Not much action as he just ties up. Well, a lot of people were working his way on the outside and working well. He just stunned his opponent.
And his opponent got caught. Why? Because he was standing in front not doing nothing. If you're not going to work, get out of range. Don't let your opponent work.
How important is the jab in a matchup like this, a power puncher against an outsider?
Stewart's damaged by a right hand. I hope Reggie Stewart didn't think Andre Bishop wasn't going to throw that right hand. He has no qualms about letting it go. Good right hand. Took a shot, now he gives a left. What a thudding shot he just landed.
Well, he left the left hand out there a little lazy, and he crashed it over.
I like that step back right there. Just enough to be out of danger, but still close enough to then land the counterpunch.
Well, that's what happens when you have that kind of experience. You're calm enough to know that range. Know where the beginning of the punch and the end of the punch is.
A nice block by Andre Bishop. The other day when we were talking to Andre Bishop, he said to have success in this fight, I have to land combinations. He landed a good one there. You see how quickly he pulls the trigger on the hook after that block? Digging in with a left to the gut. Stewart's on the receiving end of a very good counterpunch. Good flush shot upstairs. And yet another big shot comes in. Oh, that got him. That wrecked him right there. He's down for the first time. There is no doubt that Andre Bishop's right hand is perfectly fine. An impressive knockout victory with that right mitt.